Have you ever looked out at the endless blue ocean and thought, how many living things are down there? I mean, it's huge, it's deep, it's mysterious. And probably hiding a few monsters that would make Godzilla nervous. The ocean covers over 70% of our planet, and yet, we've only explored less than 20% of it. That means more than 80% of the ocean is still a complete mystery. And scientists are out there like, we actually know more about Mars than our own oceans. And that's not an exaggeration. According to the Census of Marine Life, we've identified around 230,000 marine species so far. That sounds like a lot, right? But here's the twist: experts believe there could be at least 1 million species in total. Maybe even 2 million if you count the tiny, microscopic ones. Which means, we've probably only found about 10% of what's really living down there. The other 90%? Still hiding in the dark, laughing at our submarines. Think about that for a second. There could be creatures right now, weird, glowing, alien-looking beings. Just chilling miles beneath your favorite beach, and we have no clue they exist. It's like the world's biggest game of hide and seek. And the ocean is undefeated. Now, let's talk about the known ones, because they're already pretty wild. You've got the blue whale, the largest animal to ever exist on Earth. It can grow up to 30 meters long.
Nice.
Its heart weighs as much as a car. And its tongue, yeah, just its tongue, can weigh an entire elephant. Imagine that thing licking an ice cream. The ocean would lose half its water. Then we've got the giants of the deep: the squids, sharks, and whales that roam in silence like ancient submarines. But we also have the tiny ones: plankton, krill, and microscopic organisms that are so small you could fit thousands of them on your fingertip. Yet, together, they create half of the planet's oxygen. So technically, every breath you take, you should probably thank plankton. And don't even get me started on the coral reefs. They cover less than 1% of the ocean floor. But they're home to nearly 25% of all marine species. That's right, a quarter of the ocean's life lives in places smaller than your Wi-Fi coverage. They're like the ocean's version of New York City: colorful, crowded, and full of drama. If fish could gossip, the coral reef would be the place. Did you see that clownfish flirting with the angelfish again? Girl, I told you, he's toxic. Literally, he lives in poison anemones. But the deeper you go, the stranger it gets. Below 200 meters, sunlight can't reach anymore. And that's when things start looking like a horror movie directed by Mother Nature herself. Meet the anglerfish. The one with a glowing light hanging from its head to attract prey. Cute idea, until you realize it also has teeth that look like they belong in a nightmare. It's basically the ocean saying, I heard you like jump scares, here's one that glows in the dark. Some creatures down there are bioluminescent, meaning they produce their own light. Jellyfish, plankton, some sharks, even worms. They flash, blink, and glow for all sorts of reasons. To find food, attract mates, or simply to say, look at me, I'm fabulous. It's like an underwater nightclub, except the entry fee is surviving 1,000 times the air pressure on land. And speaking of pressure, at the very bottom of the ocean, the Mariana Trench, about 11 kilometers deep, the pressure is over 1,000 times what we feel on the surface. That's like holding 50 jumbo jets on your head. Yet, somehow, there are creatures living there. Not just surviving, thriving. Scientists have found bacteria, crustaceans, and even fish species down there. Some of them glow, some are see-through. And some look like they were designed by a 3D artist on no sleep. The craziest part? We keep discovering new species every single year. Sometimes dozens, sometimes hundreds. A few years ago, scientists discovered over 5,000 new marine species, including sponges, sea stars, worms, and even strange creatures with no eyes and no bones. They just wiggle. It's almost like the ocean is saying, Oh, you think you've seen it all? Hold my seaweed. And thanks to technology, our methods of discovery are getting wild too. We now use robots, deep-sea submarines, and even environmental DNA, or EDNA. Basically, we can collect a drop of seawater and detect what species have been there, just by their genetic traces. It's like CSI, Ocean Edition. One drop of seawater could contain DNA from hundreds of different species. Fish, whales, plankton, and maybe that one crab who's been following you since the beach. But here's the reality check. While the ocean is home to millions of amazing creatures, it's also in danger. Pollution, plastic waste, overfishing, and climate change are threatening species faster than we can even name them. Some animals may go extinct before we ever find out they existed. That's both tragic and kind of mind-blowing. It's like buying a mystery box that disappears before you open it. So, how many species live in the ocean? We honestly don't know. It could be 1 million. Maybe 2 million. Maybe more. And that's the beauty of it. The ocean is still full of secrets, full of life, and full of things waiting to be discovered. Whenever you look at the ocean, remember this. It's not just a giant pool of water. It's an entire universe of life. A living, breathing, glowing, sometimes terrifying, but always fascinating world beneath our feet. And somewhere down there, a tiny fish is probably watching us, wondering, what kind of weird species are they? So next time you stand by the sea, just think. You're looking at Earth's biggest mystery. The place where science meets wonder. And where life has been swimming for billions of years. Thanks for diving deep with me today. If you enjoyed this journey into the unknown, hit like, subscribe, and remember, we've only seen a drop of what's beneath the waves. Learning through questions. Like and subscribe to learn new knowledge every day.